That screen, can your highness hear?
Close the doors above the emperor!
An emperor shut in like some child? Who rules China, you or him? Do you? Count 2 lies, kills and steals, then blames you for his injustice.
1 act. Hello, I have a topic that I will try to make into a group of clips, and each section will be devoted to only one topic. This is about gangs for mind control in Iraq. Of course, before I start talking, although I want to warn every one of them, but at the same time I do not really want anyone to do the same. It is because I am afraid of him from these gangs from taking revenge on him in various ways that reach even killing, whether by known methods, or they kill him by mind control, or they destroy the rest of his brain by the waves, or he is exposed to a disease, or they expel this from anywhere he works, or makes even his family, or the owner of the house, or the place in which he lives expels him if he does not have, for example, his own house also. There are other methods which are destroying the email or the social network that he uses, especially Facebook, etc. of the methods of revenge on him. Therefore I advise not to imitate my style at all. For me, I live in Iraq and I have nothing to lose at all, because I have nothing of value. I have no home anywhere in Iraq, no money or property, whether in my hand, and there is no agent for me, secretary, or guardian, as I've no job in the case, politics, or security, nor any followers. I am not a leader of his tribe, nor my family. I mean, I have nothing to lose, even my relationships with others. Also, it does not matter to me if I lose their respect or make them enemies for me, as I am a very poor person and I do not have relations with important people, for example. And most of them are with poor people also, and these I give them an excuse when they're controlled by the gang, which will take advantage of their poverty, so that my family, who have become in the hand of the gang, are poor, and this is not surprising to me at all, so they become like this. You notice that there is no weak point for me, to out, or anything that the gang can use to pressure me. They have left harm directly to me personally, and they have never failed a lot of attempts to kill them by all kinds of weapons and means. As for harm by mind control, it is unparalleled. It has a sleight of mind control planted on me in various types of programs. Of course, this is not a test at all. It means shooting more than several times, also an attempt to kill with a speeding car, etc. Of course, a test like that some people have spoken to, and this is not true, because a mind control is considered killing of the victim, and this cancels any designation of the meaning of the word test. Then onwards I had. I do not have anything or position, nor did I present papers requesting affiliation or position to do so. Of course, I know the reason. They are a terrorist organization only, and they are the ones who hit the international forces. This is another reason why I differ from all the victims, because I know the truth of these people, that they just a terrorist organization and they have nothing to do with religion or the Holy Spirit from which they made a cover for them. I mean, maybe they could deceive some when they wore the mask of religion, but I know they made this just a mask to them. 3
Now, wait till I control things. Ha 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 ha.
What the heck is he talking about? I have no idea. He's not an evil scientist, is he?
Does he really own the whole mountain?
Yeah, the whole mountain is mine. Nothing bad. What's that?
What in the world is that? It looks like a remote control.
Waiting for commands.
Waiting for command? What are you talking about?
Are you tired? Do you need to sit down? Sitting down.
What are you doing on the ground? Stand up.
Standing up. Give me $5. Giving $5. Wait a minute. Does this device control people? Let me try to turn off. Oh my god. Oh, what just happened?
وصلوا للبحر المحيط. إيفان وصاحبه المهر وجدوا في وسط البحر حوتا كبيرا فريد. يعاني الحوت من مرض عتيد 10 سنوات على التوالي، يدور ويبحث عن طبيب. حسنا يا رفيق، الصديق وقت الضيق.
اسمعوا يا ناس، الكلام موجه للكل. إن كنتم تحبون الحياة ولا رغبة لكم في الممات، فاهربوا قبل
مثل انقلاب الحوت. فستحدث معجزة بعد مدة، سيغلي البحر بشدة ثم يغطس الحوت.
يا للمصيبة، يا للمصيبة. اي لنهرب بجلدنا، لنهرب.
10 ad. The victim, wherever she goes. Of course, they do not follow. 11 ad. Above her head there is no benefit from him, only the harm comes from him. Also they have other tricks which are the victim sleep or relaxes, and this also means resignation, as there's someone who comes to her or calls her by phone or other and asks her, for example, to give her to him or give half or give up, whether directly, I mean direct speech, or one of the tricks of the codes are the unseeing. For example, when you take a financial loan from a person or need here, this is exploited so that the owner of the money or the need comes in and wants him to return the money or the need to him, or give him or half, or give him a promise when to return it to him. Of course, here he means the position or the organization, while the victim means money or need. Of course, the victim is completely weakened so that she becomes a totally bankrupt, or better, asking for help from others. For this they keep playing with it like a ball between their feet. There are other games they play, divided themselves into families or branches or groups. See the game here. The victim lives in a place where one of the branches of this gang is concerned. This branch will make them just a slave to them, or say that they work for them, but they do not say how much they're given a salary for, because they do not give them any salary, but rather some of the old food, clothes, housing, etc. are very trivial things, and this cannot be called a work, but it is slavery and servitude only. They play with the victim's body completely, as if they owned her soul and body, and also sell and buy among them. This is something here. Their money and positions are there, but look what will happen when the victim leaves the branch that a servant made him or works for him and go to those branches. Look what will happen once you reach any branch. You will repeat the same picture and the scene will also. 12 act. Deal with it as if it is someone who works for them or their slave. After they used to say that they're just guards for it, it is the manager over them, and the funny thing is more that the branch that left from the place where it is going to claim that the victim is the manager over it, but we have it back to him again to deal with it as a servant, when the branch that came from it will repeat the same lie, and I mean that the victim is the manager. Of course, the explanation is very simple, because these branches do not mean the victim at all, but you mean its leader who exploits the victim's body. It resembles a person who has a donkey to ride on, and when he goes to visit a person, he enters inside the house and food is served to him and others. As for the donkey, he stays outside the house in the heat or cold here. The victim is similar to this donkey. Also, this despicable person who took advantage of her body is the one who tells them to punish the donkey if he rebelled against him. Of course, even if he did not rebel and became very obedient, this will not change anything, and this donkey will not become the manager of any branch of them. This is what I want to say. This gang will only get the victim from harm.